everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to go over some of the releases that are already announced this year that I am most excited for. I do have a list here because I had to go on and I already pre-ordered a lot of them, so that way I didn't forget to later on in the year, because some of these don't come out until September, October, or later in the summer. And if I don't put it in my phone or pre-order it the moment I see it, I'm not going to do that. So, some of these, there's a couple of them that have already been released that I currently am waiting on them to come from either Amazon or, wherever I pre ordered them from. But there's a lot of them that haven't released yet, and I wanted to go over what I'm most excited for this year and get your thoughts. What books are you excited for this year? Are any of them on this list? Definitely make sure that you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also leave me comments below. Let me know which ones that you're most excited for that are on this list. Maybe we can buddy read them. I'm always up for that. You can find my Instagram in the description box below. So to get into some of these, there are some that I don't know a whole lot about, but they are on, like, the authors are on my instant pickup list, where I've enjoyed multiple books by them previously, and so without even knowing what they are, I go ahead and I automatically pre-order them because they're just an instant author for me. The first one on my list has already been released, and that is Spare, and that is by Prince Harry. Now, I did go ahead and download this on Audible. I think I'm going to try to work it into my February reads, because I've actually been reading quite a lot lately, and I am down to, I want to say, my last book of the month, and it's only like the 10th of February. So I think I might fit Spare in, but I am pretty excited to listen to this one because I heard that he narrates it and it's in his own voice. And so I've always been excited and intrigued by the British monarchy, so I thought that would be a really good one to kind of pick up first. The next one, I did pre-order the special edition from, I believe, Fairy Loot or Litjoy. It's one of the two, but it's Stolen Air by Holly Black, which this is another book that is coming out that's in the same world of The Cruel Prince. I don't know if it is a continuation after The Queen of Nothing, or if it's going to be kind of just like its own separate, like so many years in the future type of thing. But I'm so excited to read that one. It has already released as well. I'm probably going to pick it up on my Kindle because I don't want to read my special editions, but I am most excited for that one. The next one does come out this month. I don't remember, a lot about what the book was about, but what, got my attention was the cover of this book. And I remember reading it, and I think it has to do with a ballerina or like something with like ballet. And so I instantly pre-ordered it because I was like, you know what, this sounds really good. I think it might be a YA book, but don't quote me on that. But it is called Nocturne by Alyssa Wells. And so I'm pretty excited for that book. I'm trying to branch out and read books that are not in my typical genres of, books that I normally pick up, because I have found that a lot of the books in the fantasy romance or just straight fantasy genres are not keeping my interest as much as they used to. Not because they're bad or they're poorly written or anything like that. It's just, I think a lot of the tropes and a lot of the plot lines and, stories and stuff have been kind of done over and over again. There was a book, which I want you to wait until the end of the month for my February wrap up, because there is one book that was on my TBR that I read, and it was so good. It was actually so good that I went ahead and added to my Goodreads. I'm currently reading another book by this author. I'm not reading it yet, but I didn't want to forget about it or anything like that. So pretty excited for that. Definitely check out my wrap up, because it's definitely not one that I thought I was going to absolutely love. The next few come out in April. Some of these are instant authors, so, I don't know a whole lot about them. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I can't wait for this one. I believe that I had read 2 books by Rebecca previously, and I absolutely loved them. So, on that, I can't wait for Divine Rivals. And then the next one is Bewitched by Laura Thalassa. If anybody has been around on my channel since, months ago when I started this, you know that I am a Laura Thalassa fan. I absolutely love her Bargainer series. I love her Four Horsemen series. And I'm in, like her group. It's called like the Thalassalites, I think, on Facebook. And she announced that she was coming out with Bewitched. Didn't care what it was about, instantly pre-ordered it, couldn't wait. The next one is another one that is an instant author pickup, which is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. Lore by Alexandra Bracken was so amazing. I think that was the most recent read that I read by her. And so as soon as I saw this one announced, I instantly had to pre-order it as well. The next one is The Valkyrie by Kate Hartfield. Now, I've only read 1 book by her. It was last year. I think it was called The Embroidered Book, but I absolutely loved that book. It was so good. It was really long, but actually really amazing. So I was like, you know what? She's coming out with another one. I loved her writing style. I loved the way that she put the story and the plots together. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that one. There is an alarm going on outside, so I apologize for that. The next one comes out in March. It is a continuation of the Fortuna Sworn series by KJ Sutton. That is Endless Terrors. I have yet to finish up Beautiful Nightmares. I believe that was the last book that just came out. I can't wait to read that one and then continue on with Endless Terrors. I'm trying not to devour that series as quick as possible because I know that it will come to an end soon, but I don't want to wait so long until the next one comes out. The next one comes out in May. It's The Iron Vow by Julie Kawaga. Now, this, I believe, is the last book in the Iron Fae series that she has, which I do own all of the Fairy Loot editions that have came out. So I'm hoping they do one for this to make it a complete set. So I am pretty excited for that one. In June, I am ready for Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I read Love Hypothesis. It was okay for me. It wasn't like an outstanding read, but I did just read Love on the Brain, and it was one of my favorites so far in that standalone series. And then I just bought the novella compilation of the 3. It's called like Loath to Love You. It just came in last week, I believe, so I can't wait to read those 3. And I loved them all so much that I ordered the Illumicrate editions of Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and then they came out with Loath to Love You. So I'm going to have a special edition set of those. Love Hypothesis so far is the lowest one out of all of them. Love on the Brain being the highest rated one that I've had. And then I don't know about Loath to Love You because I haven't read that yet, but I can't wait to dive into that one. Then the next one comes out in September, and it's A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. That is the 3rd and final book, I believe, in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, which is a spin-off of the Caraval series. So I can't wait for that one because Stephanie Garber definitely left us with a cliffhanger that is gut-wrenching, and I can't believe she did it. The next one that I am excited for, I don't think that it has been actually announced yet for sure, but it is the Foul Lady Fortune #2 book, whatever's coming out. I think they're all speculating that it's September, but there hasn't been like a hard date set. So if that one comes out, I'm definitely excited for that one. And then the last one for the year is coming out in October so far. Now, granted, there's going to be more books that are going to be added. I think there's even a rumor that in March, I think Sarah J. Maas is going to announce when her next Crescent City book comes out. I'm hoping that rumor is true because I'm ready for that book. But I also heard that it was only going to be a trilogy where there's only going to be 3 books. So that would make it the final book in that series, which doesn't quite make sense to me because in the Crescent City world, there's like 4 like main regions or 4, like main houses type of thing, which you have House of Earth and Blood, you have House of Sky and Breath, you have House of Many Waters, and then you have House of Flame and Shadow, I believe. And so I'm wondering why it's going to be a trilogy and not a quartet, but I'm not Sarah J. Maas, so I'm not the queen of fantasy romance. But if it is the final book or just the 3rd book in the series, I'm excited nonetheless. I hope that rumor is true. But the last one in 2023 so far that has been announced is Silence and Shadow by Erin Beatty. This is a continuation of Blood and Moonlight, I believe was her first book, and Silence and Shadow is the second book. I don't know if it's going to be a duology or a trilogy, but I'm pretty excited for that one because I absolutely loved Blood and Moonlight. So whenever I heard this one announced, I instantly pre-ordered it as well. So those are the books that I'm excited for in 2023. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more that's going to be announced that, hasn't came out yet. And I'm, going to be updating you guys month to month on what has been announced, what I am excited for. And definitely if I have missed any that you think that I would be interested in due to, what I typically read and what I like to gravitate towards, also leave those in the comments below. I would love to check them out. Maybe I overlooked them. Maybe I haven't known about them or anything like that. So I'm always up for some book recommendations. But definitely let me know, guys. Let me know. Are any of these, ones that you're looking forward to? I hope you all have a great day. I will see you guys next time for a fun new video. But I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.